Hi K2, it's Mrs. Cook, and I'm back with the stunning conclusion of Dragon's Fat Cat. Now, just to catch you up, if you're forgetting any of the details, this is Dragon. One night it was snowing, and he saw a cat outside. He heard it meowing. He said, "Come in." Then he rescued the cat, brought it in, got it warm. He had no idea how to take care of the cat, but he tried his best. He got him a bed. He got him a litter box. He brought him to the pet store to get him some cat food. Let's see, let's get up to that part. Goes to the pet store, gets some cat food, gets all the supplies, puts him in the car, and goes home, forgetting the cat. Big problem. So let's see what happens in Chapter 4, Left Behind. I am sad already. Look at that poor cat back in the snow. When Dragon came home, he got his house ready for Cat. He put out dishes of food and water, he filled a box with kitty litter, and he scattered cat toys all over the floor. All the while, Dragon had a funny feeling. I feel like I've forgotten something, he said. Suddenly, Dragon remembered what he had forgotten. "Cat!" he shouted. "I left you behind!" Oh, no. Oh, I can just imagine like the sick feeling in his belly as soon as he realized. Poor Dragon. Dragon found his flashlight and went outside to look for Cat. "Cat! Cat!" he called, but Cat was nowhere to be found. Dragon looked and looked all through the night, but he could not find Cat. Dragon sat down on an old crate and began to cry. He had lost his cat. K2, I wasn't ready for this. This is very emotional. Oh my gosh, poor Dragon. Suddenly, Dragon heard a funny noise. Meow. Dragon looked around and around, but he could not see a cat anywhere. Finally, Dragon looked down into the old crate, and there was Cat! Thank goodness! But Cat was not alone. Deep inside the crate, snuggling close to Cat, were 5 little kittens. "You had babies," said Dragon. "Oh, you are a good cat." Oh, she sure is. He kept calling her a fat cat. She wasn't a fat cat. She was a pregnant cat. 5 little babies in there. Dragon picked up the old crate and brought it back to his warm house. Chapter 5, Home Again. Later that night, Dragon made up good names for all of the kittens. He then made 5 small beds and wrote each kitten's name on the side. Let's see what he named them. Kitty, 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 and Kitty. I guess those are good names. Dragon put the kittens' beds on the floor next to his own bed. "How do you like your new beds?" he asked. But the kittens were already fast asleep. This reminds me of earlier in the story. When Cat fell asleep on his bed, now the kittens are doing it too. Aww. And soon, so was Dragon. Oh, sleeping on their beds. And he looks so happy. Cat looks so happy. The kittens all look so snuggly and happy. And that is it. That's the end of the story. And right here it says about the author. And this is a drawing that Dav Pilkey made of himself. And it says, the creator of the best-selling Dogman and Captain Underpants series. He has written and illustrated many other books for young readers, including the Caldecott Honor book, The Paperboy, Dog Breath, and The Halloweener. Dav lives in the Pacific Northwest with his wife. And this is one of the best parts of the book. If you ask me, Chapter 3 is the best part of the book, but this is the other best part. It shows instructions of how to draw the characters in the story. So I'm going to stay on that for a minute so you can really see those step by step. You would do step 1, then step 2, step 3, and step 4. Okay, so get a good look at that and pause the video if you want to draw these. Okay, and now here's step 5, step 6, step 7, and step 8. Now, I read that the kind of coloring that Dav Pilkey used in this story was watercolor paints. I think that's how he got the colors to kind of blend together so nicely, blue and purple. But you could do it any way you want. If you have crayons, if you have colored pencils, or even if you do have paints, if you want to pick different colors to use. You could do it however you want to do it. And then here, what does this say? What's your story? Dragon learns that caring for a pet takes a lot of work. Imagine you have a new pet. How would you take care of your pet? And how could Dragon and Cat help you? Write and draw your story. What a great idea, Dav Pilkey. Thank you, sir. That's a great idea. If you don't have any homework to do this weekend, if you want to imagine your own story of getting a new pet, that would be great. I would love to hear what you come up with. And then here we go. It says, bonus, try making your story just like Dav with watercolors. Did you know that Dav taught himself how to watercolor when he was making the Dragon books? He went to the supermarket, bought a children's watercolor set, and used it to paint the entire book series. Wow. Oh, and here's more Dragon books. They're very good. It's okay, too. Number 1, I really loved that story. I loved reading a little bit at a time. I loved thinking about what was going to happen next. And I loved how it ended. That was shocking. I didn't know Cat was going to have babies. That was very exciting. And I loved that Dragon named his cat Cat and named all the kittens Kitty. So cute. Number 2, how cool is it that Dav Pilkey, the world famous author of Captain Underpants and Dogman, still had a skill that he didn't know how to do. And he said, I really want to try watercolor painting, so I'm going to give it a try. And he wrote a whole story, and then he just went to the supermarket, and then he picked up little watercolors. Not big famous man watercolors, just like the paints that we have in our K2 classroom. And he got those, and he got a paintbrush, got it wet, swirled it around. He probably practiced a lot of times. Maybe he practiced, and it came out a color he didn't want, so he crumpled it up, and he threw it away. And then he started over, and he did another one. And he got so good at it by practicing and practicing and teaching himself that he ended up making all these beautiful illustrations that we loved so much. Well, I loved them. I hope you loved them too. He even made shadows. He made decorations on the walls and on the curtains. He made a beautiful sky. So that reminds me of what you guys are doing at home. Dav Pilkey had to teach himself a new skill, and he became very good at it. And I know while you're at home and we're not all together in our classroom, you're teaching yourself some new things too. And Mom and Dad might be teaching you stuff, or older brothers and sisters, or even other members of your family. You might even be learning stuff from your pets, or maybe things that you watch on TV. But that's what's so exciting about our brains. There's stuff to learn everywhere around us. All you have to do is find it and learn it. I love it. So K2, I hope you liked that story. Let me know what you think, because I have another Dragon book. I can read that to you another day. Or I could go back to regular books. Or I could switch back and forth, back and forth. We'll see. Okay? But I love you, and I'm thinking of you every day, and I'm missing you so much, and I hope you like these stories. And I hope you're feeling good. And I hope you're being good. And I hope you're doing good things. And I'll see you again soon with another story. Good night. I love you.